Welcome to G-Tech, your one-stop shop for tech news and reviews.
Welcome back, YouTube, to a brand new episode of G-Tech. I'm your host, Gene Van Horn. This is your favorite YouTube reviewer guy, back with a brand new episode of something cool that, some of you may actually know what it is, some of you may not know what it is. But if you ever had a smart TV, like a Samsung or a Hisense or whoever you have, or Roku, you're familiar with the device and interface. Maybe you use Apple TV, maybe you use Google TV, maybe you use Roku. But what we got today is a product that is a set-top box right next to your TV that'll handle all of that stuff for you so that your TV doesn't have to. So with me today is the Onn 4K streaming device. Now this is the second generation of this device, so it should have the upgraded remote with all the Google goodness. We'll see when we get in there. But this is a set-top box that is made by Walmart's brand Onn. Now, I've heard a bunch about it. I never owned one. I do have the NVIDIA Shield one, the original one. And I use that pretty much for all my media consumption all the time, or just my smart TVs. But I have been noticing with my Hisense smart TVs that it says, I've only got a couple of apps on it, and it says it's already filled up as far as the memory. So this sucker here has obviously 4K resolution because it's called a 4K streaming device. Comes with Google TV, easy to set up, Dolby Digital Audio, fast Wi-Fi. And then it gives you Google TV access with over, whatever they have, 700,000 movies or whatnot. But basically, here's the interesting part. It has 8 gigs of onboard storage with 2 gigs RAM, which is a little bit better than those TVs that you get. They usually only come with like 4 to 5 gigs of hard drive storage. So in the box, it says it comes with the remote that requires 2 AAA batteries that are included. Obviously, the set-top box HDMI cable, which is cool. They give you the AC adapter and a quick start guide. We'll get into that a little bit more. But if you've never seen one of these or you never used one, you just bought a smart TV, I would definitely look into something like this. I don't know how great this one is, but I've heard good things. But the NVIDIA Shield is like primo. So we'll see what this has to offer. We'll get into it. I like the packaging already. Onn makes some pretty decent products. That's an Onn camera back there, and it's decent. So we'll see how it goes, but we'll jump right into it. Let's go. So let's go ahead and open this puppy and see what we got. If I could get her open. Really tough trying to do this around the camera sitting right in front of me. I'm actually looking at it through the camera like you guys are. All right, comes in an extra box. So we unbox the box. There you go. There's your instructions. I don't know. There we go. Get nice and focused. Shows you the remote, all that stuff. So we'll go through that a little bit later. Here is the set-top box, and it gives you something with, tells you where the HDMI cable goes, reset button is, LED indicator, and it shows you exactly what to do. It says US compatible only, so the plug is US only. Gives you a little bit of instructions, which is cool. See what it looks like underneath. It's pretty much just a hockey puck style, nothing super fancy. It's made of plastic, on brand. Like I said, it is a Walmart device. So we'll go from there. Here's the plug, standard plug. You get USB Type-C maybe? Nope, micro USB. So a little bit of older plug. And I believe this has the updated remote. Here's your HDMI cable. Yep, and here is the updated Google remote with the assistant button here, as well as you got your navigational buttons, home button, and then dedicated buttons for YouTube, Netflix, Paramount Plus, which I'm pretty sure nobody uses, and Disney Plus. So, we'll jump into it. We'll get a little bit more involved. Here's a couple of the ports. This is the HDMI port. There's a reset button and the LED indicator. And I'm guessing charging port right here. So, I'm guessing you're going to want to sit it like this. I don't know. we'll check all the specs when we jump into it a little bit more in the thing. But I do like how they give you batteries with it. I mean, most things are batteries not included, but I definitely am happy that they gave us batteries. So let's hook this baby up and get going. All right, so now we've got it all hooked up and everything to the living room TV. So we're gonna check it out now. We're gonna get the first boot up and see how fast the original boot up is. Then I'll go ahead and set it up and we'll move through the interface and see how it goes. So give it some juice. Let's see what happens here. Some Onn logo branding. So the NVIDIA one takes a good while when it's first starting up. So this is not something out of the ordinary. I mean, it's just booting up and getting ready to go. It hasn't been connected to anything. So you got the Google TV logo right after the Onn logo. All in all, probably about 50 seconds before we get to the screen. Let's go ahead and click the English button. United States. Select your country, United States. And set. All right, so after what seemed like a fiscal year, it finally got set up. In actuality, it took about 10 to 15 minutes to set up. Now, there was a problem just trying to do it from the app. If you saw when we originally had it up, the app had to, just go here, go through the home app, and it didn't set up. It wasn't connecting to the Wi-Fi. Could be a Wi-Fi issue with my, Wi-Fi through the phone. I don't know. I don't know what the issue actually was, but it was not connecting that way. So I had to go the traditional route and use a remote, go ahead and sign into my Wi-Fi, sign into my Google account. Then it took about 7 minutes or so spinning and setting up and getting all my personal stuff ready. So here's my personal YouTube suggestions and stuff like that. I did go ahead and put on Netflix. It came with Netflix, Disney, Hulu already ready to go. I added Prime Video, YouTube Music, ESPN. I don't know, I didn't add Paramount Plus because nobody ever uses that. I don't know why that's there. But they were trying to force me to do Paramount Plus, probably because it's on the remote. But as you can see, the remote's real snappy. I don't even have to point it directly at the device. So it's been moving real smooth, and I can say for something, I mean, it is right out of the box, so it shouldn't be like lined up or whatever. It shouldn't be, slow. It's going real well. So let's grab a piece of 4K content. We'll go to YouTube. I was able to connect the remote to the TV, so that's pretty cool as well. Obviously, it wants to know if me or Nora is on. It's me. So let's just go to 4K content and see how this works. You can see that I checked it out on some other channels as well, as you can see it in my history. It's asking me to update my remote. So let's do some, that's a 12K, I doubt it. Which one? We'll go here, Aqua. Let's make sure we're on the right settings. It should automatically go to the highest setting, but let's check it out. Went straight there, go max quality. For the max quality. See how it goes. So it's over Wi-Fi right now. It's not really hardlined in. There was no way to hardline it in, so it has to be Wi-Fi only. And looks pretty crisp. It keeps wanting me to update my remote. I'll see what that's about in a second. But so far, I'm pretty impressed. Let's try a different piece of content. Maybe this train. I want it to actually auto go to HD and not me have to go put it into HD. Or 4K content. Seems like it's, yeah, there we go. It went straight to 1080p, 60 frames, HDR. So let's see how that handles it. I mean, handling it well. No complaints there. So, I could change the sound. I can go to the home. Now this is actually a snappier remote than the NVIDIA. There's usually like a stutter in the NVIDIA. I haven't found a stutter yet. NVIDIA is a lot older, so maybe that's an issue there. It is the original NVIDIA, but I do like the remote is nice and weighty. I like the white color, and all the buttons seem to be working as intended. Mute, unmute. Obviously, there's no channels to go up and down. But if we go home, should work. Yeah. If you double tap home, let's see. One feature that I love on the NVIDIA is you're able to double tap the home button, and it'll give you a way to close out the apps that are already there. Now I know you're not really supposed to close them out all the time. I have some weird obsession with like swiping away or closing the apps, but I think it just helps free up memory when you do so. So I mean, other than that, I'm really impressed right now with the performance. The color looks great. I haven't tweaked anything. It's right out the box. We just turned it on and went to the page. So so far so good. I like the product overall. I mean, I'll do a long time review. I will do final breakdown of my final thoughts. But let's get into some Netflix content real quick. And I can't show too much, obviously, so I don't want to get. Oh, I didn't even connect my Netflix. So let's see. Let's see if it just auto connects and it's like, I remember you from your Google profile, or if I have to actually sign in. Never did this before, so it's my first time booting it up. There you go, and it's saved. Sweet. I like it when it works. I like when tech just works. Now, obviously, there's TV settings and everything like that that's going to make it a little bit better, but it was able to handle the 4K or 2160 by 60 frames immediately. There was no stutter, there was no jitter. It is over Wi-Fi. Obviously, the Google Home is right next to it. But if you look, the colors look great. They don't look overly muted or overly saturated. Let's go into something real quick. Hopefully, I don't get copyright stricken. Something HD. I don't know. That was HD, right? This is a new Bad Boys film. Obviously, I don't want to play too much of it. But let's just, play the movie titles. Let's see if it boots up. Nice and snappy. Good to go. I'm thoroughly impressed. I mean, remember guys, this thing is $20 and you can get it at Walmart. Let's not play too much of that. You can get it at Walmart in the electronic aisle. They do have a premium version that's $50. But it is to go up against something like Google's brand new Google TV set-top box. Now that's $100, and it's supposed to give you like a stock Android feel and everything like that. I don't know as far as updates, how this thing's gonna update, but so far so good. I mean, it works snappier than my TV system. Those are mad slower and a little bit annoying sometimes because I left the Google feature on, and the TV sometimes will just randomly catch that. I need to turn that off. This one here has a button, so let's see if that works. Oh, this isn't button. Play G-Tech on YouTube. Let's see if it knows me. Let's see, Good Tech is what it called me. Nope. Went to some Spanish channel. But it works. So I'm loving it. I'm digging it. We'll see you in the next scene. So a couple of things that I didn't check out earlier, but I wanted to show you now, was this notifications bar. This is actually super cool because it's really, really reminiscent of a phone interface where you got your notifications, your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, your screensaver, all of your stuff here. I thought that was pretty interesting. I didn't check it earlier, so I just went back to do this. Me and my wife were kind of reviewing tape, and I clicked on it to see what it actually did, and it brought down this little drop box, so it gets you into your settings right away, which I should have probably went through before, but it obviously has display and sound settings, resolution, native 1080p, auto switch to best resolution, text scaling, dynamic range is on. It gives you all the stuff that you're looking for. Wi-Fi, your sign in, your privacy, your system, your remote apps. But as well as, I just really dig this little deal because it's really easy, it's real recognizable with Android, and it seems like it's a place to be. So I just wanted to notate that in my first impressions. I'm telling you right now, remember guys, $20. That's all this thing is, 20 schmeckles. will get you this beautiful device. I mean, I like it. It's a nice little hockey puck style, so it's not something blowing out of the water. I'm really, really a big fan of this remote. I like the weight, I like the color, and it doesn't feel cheap. Sometimes you get those remotes from some of those set-top boxes from China, and it feels cheap, you know, like it was made by children. But this one feels really, really good. I don't know if it was made by children or not, but it definitely feels, you know, a lot more premium, I will say, than any other one. But just wanted to give you that quick update here, and we will get back to the next segment again. And we are back with the Onn. Now, this little device is fantastic. It was getting a little bit warm for sitting up there for such a short period of time. I don't know if that's like the initial setup or anything, but here's what I can tell you. Setup time, not so great. It did take like 10 minutes or so to set up, even after the problem. So there was a problem with the home app, as I said earlier. It just was not catching the Wi-Fi from the phone. I don't know if it's because the phone is newer than the device or whatever, but this is the 2nd gen device, so it should have been able to just pick it right up. I don't know what that problem is, and I don't know if you'll experience that problem. But I do know that I was able to just go ahead and set it up to the Wi-Fi through my phone, go ahead and set up my email and everything right through the remote, and it worked out just fine. It was easy after that. It did take about 7 to 10 minutes loading, but it was fine. So all in all, I love the interface. I'm just a sucker for Google TV's interface. It's really clean, snappy. I'm pretty sure over time it'll probably get a little bit bogged down. Only 2 gigs of RAM. It's not a lot, I mean, but it's not, you know, it's not 1 gig, which most of them come from, like the Fire Stick at this price range comes with 1 gig of RAM. So it comes with 2 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs of onboard storage. You're not going to be storing a bunch of your own personal media on here. It's really just used for streaming and stuff like that. So you should be good to go. It does have Chromecast built in. I didn't say that before. Now, I know that Google's done away with the Chromecast devices themselves, but they still keep the technology. So you're able to just cast your screen directly onto this device, which is super cool. Really, really exciting to use, and it's always an easy feature and everybody can use it. It does support profiles, so you can put your kid's profile on it. That way you're able to kind of control what media they're watching and make sure they're not on YouTube way too late at night, which is what I'm definitely going to do because this is going to my son's room. But, you know, I'm thoroughly impressed. 20 bucks for this little hockey puck will get you loads and loads and loads of content on the internet with all of your major streaming devices. I mean, all of your major streaming apps that you use. Real easy to set up. Remote is fantastic. Do I have the remote on me? Yeah, I do. I love it. Once again, I cannot say enough good things about this remote. I really love it. Like, I really like it. Just holding it. You know, it's the Hisense remote's real big. It's a TV remote and all of that. And then the original NVIDIA remote, although it was metal and felt super premium, was thin and easy to lose. Then they made that triangle one that's a little bit still awkward to hold in the hand. But this one feels great. Feels like a Roku remote on steroids. I really am impressed with this whole product overall. So what I would say is 7 out of 10. Recommend, just because I would like a little bit more storage and maybe a little bit quicker internet connection. I don't know. It didn't really stutter with anything. Maybe give it an 8. I would definitely recommend it for the price point, though. If we're thinking price point comparison, and you get the $20 Fire Stick versus this blows it out the water. It's not clunky. It doesn't stutter. I'm pretty sure I could put Kodi or whatever it is on there, any IPTVs. I don't really recommend it, but I'm pretty sure it could run all of that, no problem. What I will say is if you continue to like these videos, I ask that you like and subscribe if you're really into my tech channels and stuff like that. What I will say is if you are eagle-eyed viewers out there and you have been watching multiple videos, go ahead and put in the comments one of like my previous products that is in this video that I did review. If you could see like an like anything Easter egg type in the background of my set or in the other scenes of the videos, if you see something that I reviewed before, go ahead and put it in the comments. I will be picking a winner out of there. I'll be sending you one of your own very own Onn set-top boxes to the winner in the comments. So like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you there, or I'll see you at another time. Peace.